Hello everyone, my name is Loco and welcome to another Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft video. Today I'm gonna be showing you 3 decks that I've already covered in videos before, but we're gonna do a little bit of ranking up on the ladder. So today I'm gonna be playing the Getting Back #1 the Zulok deck, as well as the #1 Druid deck, and I think we're gonna start with Druid for today. So if you are interested in the deck list for any of those decks, feel free to post them or to click them right below that like button in the description below. I will post links to all of these 3 decks, so you know you can be playing them yourself as well. Very first one is going to be the Druid one, so hopefully I'll be able to at least show you some decent gameplay. I haven't really played Druid all that much. Looks like we have a Warlock as an opponent right now. Now this is the combo that we'd want like in the very end game, but I don't think we're gonna keep any of these cards, to be honest. Those are really not opener cards, especially not versus someone who is very likely to play Zoo. That's definitely something you see very often right now. This is way better for us. This is a really solid opener hand actually. Now depending on what he plays turn 1, we might have to coin out another unit. Alright, looks like we're not gonna coin out anything. We could actually. Now I'm thinking about it, we got like a turn 2 play already. Alright, I will actually coin out the Haunted Creeper right here. I was thinking of not coining out anything, but then I figured, you know, I got a turn 2 play as well as 2 turn 3 plays if I really need to, depending on what he throws out. But considering he did not play anything turn 1 and he's life tapping turn 2, it is definitely going to be a handlock play. So honestly, this is one of the more difficult matchups. But what we need is definitely the combination at the very end of the game where we can nuke down our opponent from like a very high amount of health. Because else we just sort of die. So we really need that Force of Nature Savage Roar combo, you know, to nuke him down from like a high amount of health. Usually what happens is he will likely life tap right to around, you know, 10-ish health. And then he will start playing all these minions that are down for free, right? So Innervate is the first good card right here that we really want. I think I'm gonna play the Shade of Naxxramas. Now we could clean this thing up. Do we want to? Do we want to clean that up? Or would I rather trade my Shade of Naxxramas a little bit later? I highly doubt though that he's... Yeah, I'm actually just gonna hit my face. I highly doubt that he is playing a Hellfire. That seems to have gone completely out of fashion in the recent couple of months, ever since Naxxramas came out. Previously, you would see, you know, some play with Hellfires and whatnot, but nowadays it seems to be pretty much gone out of fashion. So what do we do right here? This is a bit of a frustrating card to deal with because of the amount of life it has, obviously. We can Wrath, hit him in the face with that thing, but that means that the Earthen Ring Farseer will stay alive unless we hero power him down. All right. Alright, yeah, we definitely do need to clean him up though. We don't want him to Defender of Argus, those two. That would really mess it up. So how are we gonna go about doing this? Here we go. Gotta Wrath that minion down. Hit him in the face. Hit that thing in the face as well. Hero power and finish this one off. Now this is not really the ideal way of playing, but you know, we're just looking for the combo right now. We're really digging in my deck. So, you know, it's not the worst, but I have to be honest, like, I think this deck is a little bit worse versus Handlocks. Handlocks have some very strong matchups and some really weak ones, and I would probably consider this one, you know, to be a little bit more difficult for the Druid player. At the very least, I have always some trouble with this. Another Twilight Drake, dang it. Well, we're not gonna be able to clean that one up anytime soon. That's card 1 of the combo that we were looking for, Force of Nature. Gonna need the Savage Roar as well, but I think we're just gonna go with the Druid of the Claw for now. Not much else to play at this point. I could have also gone for the Harvest Golem and the Hero Power, but that's not gonna achieve very much either, so let's see what we can do with this. Oh, Drain Life, wow, okay. He's actually staying significantly... You know, he's actually staying quite high in health. I haven't really seen a Mountain Giant or anything yet, but... we do have the option right here to swipe it. Do we want to do that? If I was one... Yeah, if I had one more mana, that would have been a nicer thing to do, but I really don't want to keep that thing up. I could swipe Hero Power, swipe his face. I could actually swipe his face. I don't know if that's a smart thing to do though. That's probably a really bad thing. Could Loathap right here, which will likely get killed if he has like another Mortal Coil. which is a problem. Actually, Mortal Coil is going to be really expensive. Alright. Alright. Mortal Coil would be very expensive right now, so he won't really be going for a Mortal Coil on Lothap, but still. Lothap should be able to stay alive for at least one turn, unless he has some sort of weird minions. Alright, I'm kinda glad right now that I saved my swipe. That's annoying though. That is really frustrating. Ooh, that's a second swipe right there. We could double swipe if we innervate, but don't really want to do that. We could swipe, hero power him down, and then hit Lothap in that, but that would give him the board control, which is not what we really want. Could innervate out a double swipe on him, which would keep Lothap alive, but that's kind of scary as well. Do we want to do that? See, this is always where I get in trouble, because I never really know exactly how to play this one out. I think I'm gonna have to innervate out a double swipe right here, because else we will just give him the board control, and then I will definitely lose. So, you know, if this is a misplay, and you know that I'm misplaying right here, please let me know right below that like button in the comment section, okay? I'm not completely sure if this was the best play right here, but it's already a tricky matchup as it is. Now, if I would draw my Savage Roar, that would be a really good draw right now. We will need it in a couple turns, but we can nuke him down from a very high amount of health. And he actually gets the Soulfire right there. Dang it! Well, at least one of the Molten Giants is going for it, so we got that going for us, but definitely not having an advantage anymore. Well, you're useful. You're useful. Gonna draw some cards. A second Force of Nature. Ooh. Not quite a Savage Roar yet, but we're getting somewhere. Now keep in mind, Savage Roar, with the Force of Nature combo on its own, deals 14 damage. If you add to that an Ancient of Lore, it obviously goes very quickly. Wow, Alexstrasza? Ooh. Now, Alexstrasza deals a ton of damage, so we need to be careful here. 8 damage is a bit too much. We definitely need to clean her up. Only thing we can do that, or only way we can do that, I think, is by Force of Nature. Yeah, we'll have to Force of Nature here. No other options. Alright, here we go. Ugh, this is getting kind of dirty right now. This is getting kind of risky. Wish I could have played my Haunted Creeper somehow, some way, so I would have actually had the chance to nuke him down. But that's really what it comes down to. Now, if we draw anything good, and he doesn't taunt right here, if we do draw a Force of, or we do draw a, he's gonna taunt, isn't he? No, he's not. All right, if we draw a Savage Roar, we would win, but we don't. That's too bad. We would have actually won right there. But sadly, we did not get it. Now I'm kind of worried that my opponent will have... yeah, I'm kind of worried that my opponent will have a taunt for next turn. We do still have the silencers in the deck, but I think we're just gonna play Spectral Knights right here. That's what it all comes down to, though. We really need to nuke him down if we want to have any chance in this game. So let's hope we will get something good. Alright, is he just gonna go full face? Will he have the lethal here? I don't think he has lethal here, right? Does he? He already used the Soulfire, Shadow Flame, well... Alright. Alright. Well, that means we do not have lethal anymore next turn, unless he life taps. Come on, life tap! Life tap, do it! I dare you! Come on! Come on! Is he gonna defend her? I think he can, but... Yeah, not drawing the combo though is definitely what the problem is right here. He's deciding whether or not he wants to life tap. Oh, he's actually gonna heal up. Alright. He knows about my combo. He knows that it's gonna be very difficult for me to do anything here. We can keep Proof the Growth, but I really don't wanna. So I'll just deal 1 damage to him and end my turn. I think this game is as good as over right now. He doesn't seem to have drawn into his Defender of Arguses though, like the Defender of Arguses is really where things become difficult for me. Because if he's gonna have 2 taunts out, you know, like it would be very, very difficult to do anything. Oh, there we go. Alright, Sunfear Protector works as well, I suppose. Now we have 1 silence in hand, but that's not gonna achieve a whole lot. And I think that is game right there. Yeah, that is game. We can't do anything against this. I'm pretty sure this is 100% death, right? I mean, we can make sure that we may be surviving for 1 more turn, but gonna have to play him. We're also gonna deal some damage with this one. And that should keep... No, actually, no, we're still dead. I was gonna think we could hero power right here, but nope. Let's just concede out of it, because that was definitely not the way we wanted to play. So, if you want to give the Druid deck a try, make sure you check the link right below that like button. Now, next one is going to be... I was gonna go with the Zoo deck. The Zoolock deck. Boom. This is the most recent video I made about Hearthstone. This is Lebo's Zoolock deck, and Lebo's Zoolock deck is a little bit different than all the others, but it's still pretty similar. It's very, very, very similar, but he recently won almost $100,000 using this deck alone in the finals, so, you know, it is definitely a very potent deck where you can beat pretty much anyone in the world with, but, you know, it is Zoo. It is Zoo.
Your soul shall be mine.
I get an extra card. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna mulligan everything away. Just gonna keep my Haunted Creeper. Don't really need an Ironbeak Owl right now at this point in the game. That is a bit nicer. That's definitely a lot nicer. Alright, sweet. So if he doesn't play anything turn 1, I'm just gonna make the Flame Imp. On my side of the map, my side of the board. Dire Wolf Alpha is actually a very solid 1-drop. Or 2-drop rather. I could coin out an Abusive Sergeant, but I really don't like doing that. I know that some Zoolock players really do like doing that, but I feel like it's kind of a waste. He's actually going for a Lightning Bolt. Wow. Alright. I'll take that. Go with the Haunted Creeper next. I don't really like wasting the Battle Cry of the Abusive Sergeant. Like, it's just such a waste. I think I'm gonna have to coin out something right here. I want to go for the Direwolf Alpha, but that won't really be very mana efficient. I could just go for an Abusive Sergeant as well, but I'm just going to be hitting the Breath of Air Totem. So I'm going to coin out the Direwolf Alpha as well as the Nerubian Egg. And then kill that. Boom. I have to get rid of all my cards anyway, before I can play the Doomguard. I don't really want to be discarding, like, you know, too many good cards, so... Lower the chances a little bit right there. And another Breath of Air Totem, wow. He is hitting the jackpot. Getting the Breath of Air Totem right there, alright. Well, looks like we get a little bit lucky here too. I'm not complaining. Gonna go with the Direwolf Alpha. And deal a little bit of damage to the face. Now we are playing very control focused right here. I really do not want him to start having the board control. That's like the worst part that could happen right now. Now here's where the Defender of Argus is going to be very useful. Or not the Defender of Argus, the Abusive Sergeant rather, sorry. Could just play double Abusive Sergeant. Would that be a bad thing in any way? Not necessarily, I don't think. Gonna be life tapping one. Alright. And there we go. Now, if he's gonna have a Lightning Storm, that would obviously be a little bit annoying right now. But we would still be left with a pretty big amount of units on our side. If he does not have a Lightning Storm right here, it's pretty much already going to be game for him, because... Alright, Feral Spirits, alright, alright. But without Lightning Storm, it becomes very difficult for him to do anything. He's actually gone for the Sea Giant, wow. I've not seen that one in forever. That's pretty cool. Okay, so how are we gonna go around killing these things? Trying to think what the most efficient way is. I should have actually positioned the Abusive Sergeant slightly differently. That's a misplay for sure. I'm thinking of going for the Dark Iron Dwarf right here. Don't really want a Doomguard. It's too big of an investment. There we go. That's one down. Now sadly I won't be able to kill the sea giant, but that's alright. We could always Doomguard it down if we really need to, and if he starts taunting it, we could even Ironbeak Owl it if we really are in trouble. But once again, he doesn't seem to have drawn into. Oh well, there we go. I think he got his Lightning Storm. Did he not get his Lightning Storm? Still not? All right. Yeah, he did. He totally did. Yeah, okay, he did. I was gonna say, if he still did not top deck it, it's gonna already be over, but sadly he did. He did draw into it. Alright, so what do we do next? I kinda wanna play my Doomguard, but I don't wanna discard the Defender of Argus, so I'm thinking of just playing as much in this turn as possible. I might have to actually Ironbeak Owl out and make sure that the Sea Giant is gone. These minions are too low health right now to be any significance. This is not really going as I do what you would like, though. Alright. Definitely not the best game so far. Getting a little bit tricky. Well, at least my Doomguard will be some value. Alright, we'll just play everything here. How are we gonna do this most efficiently? I'm just gonna have to... I just want all the juggles to go to the face, really. Alright, well let's hope the juggle goes to the face like this. That's not what we were looking for. Well, if this one then hits Lothep, I'm happy as well. Come on, one time. One time, oh come on! Really? Are you for real, Mr. Knife Juggler? Question is, do we want to clean him up right now or not? I don't really want to get too low health on my Doomguard either, in case he drag trolls into a second one, so... You know, if he has another Lightning Storm and I'm gonna be losing my Doomguard, it's definitely game. We still have 2 Soulfires in hand. Obviously this is a taunt. Oh my god. Does he have another Lightning Storm? Oh, he doesn't. Does he? Ugh. Oh, he decides to not attack. Interesting. Alright. We got our Soulfire. That's great. That's great. Okay. I got one task for Mr. Leper Gnome here. He's gonna have to juggle on Lothep. Can we up our chances with that? Doing that? No, not really. Alright, you can actually kind of choose what you want to juggle. Doesn't really matter. Alright. That was sweet. Now sadly we don't have lethal here because we can't get there. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna have to clean it up like this. Do we want to bring him to 6 health? Or to 3 health? Or do we rather... Well, we have another Soulfire in hand. He doesn't really have a whole lot of healing. So I think it's alright here to just hit him in the face. Especially considering we still have the Leper Gnome out. We already have so many taunts. And he decides to actually GG out of the game. So sweet! Did manage to win one game right there with the Zulok deck right there. Definitely a very strong deck, but obviously it also has its weaknesses. Now last game for today is going to be with the Getting Back #1 deck by Show. This is a very, very strong mage deck. I've actually used this one to rank up on the ladder. It's a lot of fun to mess around with. It also has a couple weaknesses, but all in all these decks are very strong all round, I would say. And you know, the mage deck doesn't really have any like particular super weak matchups either. It's not like some of the other ones that are going around. Looks like we actually have another Warlock here.
You asked for it.
Alright. Gonna just get rid of Lothep. Gonna keep the Harvest Golem and the Mana Worm. Those are all pretty solid cards. Trading in the Lothep for a Sludge Belcher. That's okay with me actually. I quite like the Sludge Belcher here. We don't have any coins or anything, so it's not gonna be that nice of a build and not that nice of a curve, but this is still alright. Okay, Leonard, show me what you're made of, sir. A Fireball, alright. If he decides to throw out big minions on the board with a lot of health. I wonder if this guy is gonna be a Zulok or not, though. That's kind of the main thing. If he's gonna be Zuluk, it might be very difficult for us until turn 5 where we get the Sludge Belcher out. Oh shit. He's just stepping to us. Don't really want to waste a Frostbolt. Now this deck works a little bit differently against Handlocks. Handlock is once again the same guy that we... Or it's not the same guy as we saw in game number 1, but it's definitely the same style. So, you know, it is not as easy, but... Not gonna counter spell here, just gonna go for the Harvest Golem. Only real spell that we need to worry about is Drain Life and Soul Fires. Counter spell is okay with all of those. But, you know, not really the biggest. Not really the biggest thing in this matchup. And maybe a Shadow Flame as well, I suppose. He's really contemplating playing all kinds of things here. If he plays the healer dude, like the one that heals 3 life, I will be able to Frostbolt it. Yeah. Depending on what we draw, I think I'm just gonna Frostbolt it right here. It's not really going to be very many targets that we might Frostbolt, otherwise we don't have Ice Lances or anything to nuke down the hero, so... Other option would be to run those 2 in there. I really don't want to do that. Might as well get the extra damage right there on the Mana Worm. And just ping him to the face. Next turn is going to be the Sludge Belcher turn. That's always a happy turn. We always are happy when we can play Sludge Belchers. Unless he plays like a big minion. If he plays like a Mountain Giant, we might have to Fireball right here. We just need to make sure they stay out of the game, really. What are my other options? I could go Mad Scientist, Harvest Golem, Sludge Belcher, Harvest Golem, Fire Blast, but that's not really going to be useful. I think I'm just gonna have to Fireball right here. Clean it up like that. It's all about really like staying alive until the later part of the game with this deck. We do have a bunch of spells here that can finish him off, but it's really not designed, like most Freeze Mages are right now. It's really not designed. He actually is running a Hellfire, wow. But it's not really designed to, you know, have that happen. On an empty board, it's not really worth playing a Sludge Belcher half the time, so I'd rather go with the Walla Elemental as well as the Mad Scientist right here. There we go. Kinda hoping I will draw into a Kirin Tor Mage very soon. Those are always one of my favorite cards to play recently. They're very, very strong. Especially versus these kind of decks, but we'll see. Alright. Well, that Fireball's not gonna be played anytime soon. I'm missing 1 damage right here to be really efficient. We could finish it off if you really want to. We could actually do that. We could just Sludge Belcher, hit him, and then ping him as well, and then send the Mad Scientist to the face. I'm just a little bit worried if he's gonna taunt it up. Could also just clean it up and just go Fire Blast to the face, but that's gonna cost me a little bit. Alright. A little bit easier. Considering we have a Fireball in hand for next turn, we should be alright here with whatever he plays. We can obviously Fireball and ping. So, you know, we definitely have a bunch of options right here. Is he gonna... Oh, Shadow Flame it? If we only had our counterspell up. I should have thought about that a little bit earlier. What do we get? Well, we did get a counterspell right now, but that's a little bit too late now, isn't it? So we should have cleaned it up. Yeah, I should have thought that through a little bit better. I always forget about Shadow Flames. Shadow Flames are definitely one of these things that that I should be thinking about a little bit more. Don't really want him to drop until... Actually, I don't really want him to drop any lower than this, but... Oh well. At the very least, we have a Shadow Flame counter right now in the counter spell. Getting a little bit scary right now, though. It's gonna silence my my Sludge Belcher. A Siphon Soul. Well, that at the very least, for once, is counterspelled. Alright, alright. Well, we're gonna have to clean up the board. I could just duplicate and counterspell. I mean, I'm gonna have to play them anyway at some point. This is getting scary though. We don't quite have lethal yet, but there's a couple of cards we can draw into that will give us lethal next turn if he doesn't taunt up. Oh, sorry about that, bro. Counterspelled that as well. So that's actually Twisting Nether. Wow, you don't really see Twisting Nethers ever. Destroy all minions. All right. Faceless Manipulator. That's like the most pointless card that we could have drawn right here. If only the Sludge Belcher was a little bit better than this right now. Can deal 5 damage to him. 5 damage plus 6 plus 1, which is 12. We're not really that close yet. Faceless Manipulator does not give me charge or anything, so it's just barely not going to work out. I guess this is the only correct play. Next turn we will have lethal. If we maybe drawn into another what is it called? Water Blast or something, that would be useful. Twilight Drake is a very nice one right there for the Faceless Manipulator. Alright, any spell will do it right now. Any spell or any silence. We do still have the duplicate in here, which is nice. That's not really what we were looking for. Alright, we could Faceless Manipulator one of those. Do we have a option to finish this one off? No, we're actually 1 mana short to kill that thing.
What to do? What to do?
I could Faceless Manipulator it. Which one would I Faceless Manipulator though? I don't really have any taunts right now, but do I need it at this much life? Well, we're gonna be playing this one for sure. Alright, I'm gonna Faceless Manipulate him. It's probably a little bit better. We do have a Mirror Entity if he plays any of the Giants out, so that's nice. And obviously he will stay alive a little bit longer. We have a Mirror Entity as well as a Duplicate. Now this thing is, or this thing rather, is a little bit more... You know, it's a bigger chance that the Sludge Belcher is gonna die right now, so we got that going for us. Giving us a couple Sludge Belchers. Now obviously if the Taunt is dead, it's gonna be a pretty easy cleanup, or any spell that we could draw into, but... Going for the Ardent Commander? Alright, 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 I'll take that. That's the problem, he did not think about that one. Oh, what you gonna do? Give me a duplicate, that's what you're gonna do. I'll take those. And then Soulfire that thing down, really? I think we got him.
Shields up.
We don't. Oh my god. Okay, a spell, come on. Ah, that's not a spell, that doesn't even look like a spell game. What is that? Do we really double Sludge Belcher right here? I don't want to waste my Fireball. I don't want to waste my Fireball on anything. Because the Fireball's like the nail in the coffin, right? We can finish him off really quickly. We could Fireball down the Twilight Drake, I suppose, but that really won't give us very much either. Nope, no, we're gonna double Sludge Belcher. It's happening. It's happening. Alright. Alright, as long as we survive, we must draw into some sort of spell sooner or later, right? He's not really drawn into his big giants though, I'll be honest with that. Oh shit, life tabbing, that is risky, sir. That is very risky with a Fireball in hand. You could really have assumed right now that I got a Fireball. At least you know it isn't a Pyroblast and I've had this blown for a while. Looks like we got him. Just gonna Fireball straight to the face and finish him off right there. Alright, so all in all, these games were pretty good. I did make a couple of misplays, I am aware, but if you notice anything very significant, make sure you post them right below that like button in the comment section. I will try my very best to read every single comment. Other than that, If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy it, make sure you hit the dislike button. But whatever you do, make sure to subscribe because you will be the very first one to get a notification when I upload another video. Thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.